Let's keep talking CES 2026, but mainly what was announced by NVIDIA. More on that coming up, but first, last year, Pocketbook rocked up at CES with a series of large e-paper displays to display art on the walls of your home. This year, the company has turned up with a far larger A1-sized model called the Duna, which it says mimics the texture, depth, and tonal richness of printed paper. It's intended to act as an upmarket alternative to those big screen TVs which display art when they're not being used for their intended purpose. Unsurprisingly, such a fancy product also needs some fancy accessories, so it's recruited Italian design house Pininfarina to help. It claims the credit for the Duna's precision-engineered aluminum frame and its elegantly stitched Alcantara. To celebrate the pairing, the Ink Poster app will enable you to view original design sketches from the Pininfarina archives on your screens. At last year's CES, I saw the three smaller models in person and found them to be very promising. The colors are vibrant in a way you don't expect from an e-paper display, and at a distance you could easily mistake these for a real canvas. Just don't get too close to the screen itself, since you'll still be able to see the pixels rather than brush strokes. I'm no expert, but I suspect that technology suits bold, blocky art styles. Think modern artists like Modigliani better than delicate, more antiquated forms. As before, each ink poster can be hung for up to a year on a single charge, refreshing from its library of licensed artwork according to your whims. Plus, you can use it as a digital photo frame if you want to display your selfies at art gallery or movie poster sizes. If you're interested in buying one of the new models, you'll have to wait until April after the frames are exhibited at Milan Design Week in April. While we don't have full pricing details right now, you can expect to pay something in the region of $6,000 for one. Remember, you can find the latest gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more right now at Engadget.com. Jensen Huang took to the CES stage on Monday to share the latest from NVIDIA, and while the presentation was more a refresher of technologies the company has been working on for the past few years, there were a couple of notable announcements. NVIDIA announced Alpha Mayo, a family of open-source reasoning models designed to guide autonomous vehicles through difficult driving situations. The centerpiece of the release is Alpha Mayo 1, a 10 billion parameter chain of thought system NVIDIA says is capable of approaching driving more like a human being would. The model works by breaking down unexpected driving situations into a smaller set of problems before finding the safest path forward. At each step of the way, the model can explain its reasoning. A sister model named AlpaSim allows developers to do closed-loop training for driving scenarios that are rarely encountered in real life. Wang said the 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA will be the first vehicle to ship with NVIDIA's entire AV stack, including Alpha Mayo. Our vision is that someday every single car, every single truck will be autonomous, Huang said. Following the Alpha Mayo announcements, a pair of BD-1 droids from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order joined Huang on stage. We saw one join the executive at last year's CES. After that, Huang turned to Vera Rubin. NVIDIA first announced the GPU architecture in 2024, and now the company has begun production on a supercomputer that makes use of the new tech. One Vera CPU has 88 custom Olympus cores and 1.5 terabytes of system memory for a total of 227 billion transistors. Meanwhile, one Rubin GPU features 336 billion transistors. Each Vera Rubin supercomputer has a pair of both components. Following the presentation, NVIDIA held a separate briefing where it announced DLSS 4.5 and G-Sync Pulsar. The latest version of NVIDIA's upscaling technology was trained on a second-generation transformer model, which should reduce ghosting and shimmering, leading to a more stable image, even when there is a lot of movement on screen. As part of DLSS 4.5, NVIDIA is also adding support for 6x multi-frame and dynamic generation. The two features will arrive sometime in the spring. The former allows a 50 series GPU to generate 5 frames for every traditionally rendered frame. The idea here is to allow a powerful GPU like the RTX 5090 to saturate a 4K 240Hz display with as many frames as possible. Dynamic frame generation, meanwhile, is exactly what it sounds like. DLSS 4.5 can dynamically scale the number of generated frames to fit the scenario. In demanding scenes, your 50 series GPU will generate more frames while scaling back during less hectic ones so it only computes what it needs. As for G-Sync Pulsar, it's the latest improvement to NVIDIA's flicker reduction technology. By pulsing a display's backlight, NVIDIA says it can deliver perceived motion clarity relative to 1,000 Hz, leading to greater clarity. Those same displays will also ship with the ability to automatically adjust their brightness and color temperature to ambient lighting conditions. Pre-orders for the first batch of G-Sync Pulsar displays will open on January 7th. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Igor Bonifacic and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.